In the past several years, smartphones have developed into multi-purpose devices, often replacing laptops and desktops for numerous purposes, including gaming, work, media consumption, and even professional-grade photo and video editing. As apps and software become more demanding, more RAM is important to retain optimal performance. This is especially true for flagship handsets like the Galaxy S series, which cater to a broad spectrum of customers, including tech enthusiasts, gamers, and professionals. Samsung is all but certain to debut the Galaxy S25 Ultra next month, and so far we have heard a fair amount about what's in store. That includes the recent news that the entire line would run off of the new Snapdragon 8 Elite CPU. Leaked testing suggests Samsung's flagship phones would struggle against other forthcoming handsets like the OnePlus 13. However, the leaked tests were done with 12 GB of RAM, and it looks that might not be the only alternative. In a recent post on X, recognized tipster Jukin Losriv proposes three plausible storage options: 256 gigs, 512 gigs, and 1 TB. Alongside each of the numbers is another set of digits that indicates the RAM with each arrangement. If accurate then, it seems the latter two will be boosted to 16 GB of RAM over the 12 gigs seen in Galaxy S24 Ultra. Unfortunately, it seems as though the 256 GB version will still only have 12 gigs of RAM. This isn't the first time that we've heard about a possible RAM increase, and it does make sense. Upgrading the RAM would help maintain the Galaxy S25 Ultra in line with the Google Pixel 9 Pro and the top-end OnePlus 12. While we can't say for certain how this increased RAM will be used, it will more than likely go towards boosting the AI experience on the smartphone. One of the major issues with raising the RAM is clearly the expense. While we don't know the complete pricing of the Galaxy S25 Ultra, our best calculations still cost the phone as much as the past generations. It seems that Samsung is working to improve what it can to make the pricing look less excessive. For instance, a recent leak showed off a redesigned design that gets rid of the sharp corners. There's also been a considerable degree of speculation regarding better cameras that could help sell the phone. Why is its RAM upgrade of the S25 Ultra a game changer? Other than the RAM boost, the Galaxy S25 Ultra may have an altogether unique look. According to the insiders, Samsung has opted to step back from its boxy form and try a more curved shape, which would bring comfort and style. This gadget will likely flaunt an exceptionally wonderful 6.86-inch AMOLED display with a smaller bezel for even more fun. This recent upgrade to the screen of its smartphones further cements Samsung's strategy focus on accepting change in smartphone shape and use. Fueling the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite, the current market's finest CPU capable of executing demanding application operations. This CPU will be complemented by a device that has a better RAM capacity to support it, therefore making multitasking possible without scratching the surface of the gadget's processing ability. Photo aficionados should expect a well-equipped camera system which contains a 200 megapixels main camera, 50 megapixels ultra-wide lens, and 2 telephoto lenses with 3x and 5x hybrid optic zoom. While Samsung's display division has already given M14 OLED panels to multiple customers, including Apple's iPhone 16 series and Google's Pixel 9 series, its smartphone division has opted not to employ the latest OLED materials for Galaxy S25 screens. Reports indicate it's a purposeful move to reduce expenses as the benefits are barely obvious to the normal user. However, the future flagships may likely offer display upgrades due to an updated M13 panel. Multiple reports have revealed that Samsung has fixed grainy display issues on the Galaxy S25 series. Additionally, it increased the power efficiency and color accuracy or vibrancy for richer pictures. Another source proposes identical upgrades, meaning they are already fixed in stone. Most sources have notably underlined these features for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. However, Samsung may offer the same display experience across the lineup. The new flagships should also contain its revolutionary anti-reflective coating that greatly decreases screen glare for clear vision outdoors. It's quite surprising that the firm doesn't talk enough about this. Another rumor points at a new battery AI functionality that can assist enhance the battery life by limiting the processor and the 5G modem. We think that this will be a means for Samsung to be more aggressive with limiting background app and system processes. Given that AI generally learns from human input, it also wouldn't be odd if Galaxy AI learned your specific method of using and charging the Galaxy S25 to prolong its battery life. For example, it may limit the phone's processing power for the morning if, during those hours, you normally just read the news. Then, the AI can unlock the complete processing power in the evening when you prefer to play games. Relying on the phone's AI to manage your battery sounds like it could have enormous benefits, but it could also be a double-edged sword. That said, Samsung is known for delivering higher degrees of control and customization over its phone's AI functions, so we believe there will be some kind of programmable setting for the claimed battery AI feature on the S25 series. Samsung is a bit renowned when it comes to battery degeneration, with several incidences of batteries within Samsung phones expanding. Hopefully, either by battery AI or some other invention, the corporation does care of this problem for and for all. Just like the battery capacity, the charging speeds are also expected to remain the same. That means 45 watt of cable charging for the Galaxy S24 Plus and Galaxy S24 Ultra, and 25 watt for the regular Galaxy S25. As long as the battery sizes don't vary, we may assume the same charging times for all three variants. Here's how long it took us to charge the S24 lineup from 0 to 100% during our testing. A little peculiarity regarding the Galaxy S Plus and Ultra is that they need a 45 watt T plus 5 ampere cable in order to charge at maximum speeds. We assume this will be the same with the Galaxy S25 series. Yes, all Galaxy S25 models will feature wireless charging, exactly like more current previous generations. Whether it will be the same 15-watt wireless charging remains to be seen, but for far there hasn't been any material indicating otherwise. What we are hoping to see is magnetic wireless charging, which would allow for more perfect alignment of the wireless charger and the phone, resulting in less lost energy during the process. Magnetic wireless charging would also open up an entire realm for Galaxy accessories, such as wallets, customizable cases, LED illumination, and all types of supplementary hardware. Yes, we expect to see the same 4.5 watt reverse wireless charging that the latest Samsung flagships have. That saying, other manufacturers have debuted devices with better wireless reverse charging speeds, so there is scope for Samsung to improve on this end. Despite the predictions stating that there will be no change in battery capacity, we still anticipate to witness enhanced battery life with the Galaxy S25 series. The Snapdragon 8 Elite chip touted to power the complete lineup is rumored comes with enhanced power efficiency compared to the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 that's in the S24 series. The Snapdragon 8 Elite features a 40% more power-efficient GPU, which we think would result in less battery drain during gaming sessions or when editing video content. This should also mean reduced heat, which would assist safeguard the battery's health for longer. There are two reasons to assume that, unhappily, buyers may be on the hook for a higher price in 2025 anyhow. The first is inflation. It won't have passed anyone's eye that the price of goods and services keeps going up, and while it's slowed in recent years, there's no reason to expect smartphone manufacturers like Samsung to be exempt from the rising price of components. The most apparent of these pricey internals is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite SoC, which is slated to power all three versions of the Galaxy S25. Back in June, the analyst Ming-Chi Kuo projected that the new chip will be 25 to 30% greater than the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 that drives the finest Android phones of the last year. And of course, the phone is more than just the processor. Having a stab at the material cost jump is the Weibo leaker Setsuna Digital, who forecasted last month that the parts may come in $110 plus more. If this is correct, and the most cautious price increase was totally transmitted straight onto the consumer, that would leave the S25 Ultra starting at a startling $1,409. But there are causes to be wary here too. For one thing, Samsung's scale suggests that it has considerable buying power, and it could likely negotiate a bulk discount with its suppliers. Perhaps more importantly, a $1,409 starting price would put Samsung's flagship handset $210 more than the iPhone 16 Pro Max and $310 more than the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. No matter the virtues of the Snapdragon 8 Elite, and there are plenty, that would be commercially risky. At the risk of sitting on the fence, the truth is probably somewhere between these two estimations. Samsung is neither a charity nor immune to the rising expense of doing business, so a price raise appears extremely plausible. On the other hand, about $100 jump for the second year running feels like too much. All factors considered, a starting price of $1,349 feels the most feasible alternative. But we won't know for sure until Samsung reveals the Galaxy S25 series, which will presumably debut toward the end of next month. For the time being, we can only wait until January to see what adjustments Samsung is implementing in the Galaxy S25 Ultra and if it will be enough to keep it as one of the top Android phones. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.